Well, hi folks. Welcome to another edition of the Too Old for Bold show. Now today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about attitude and aging. Now I truly believe that age is really a state of mind. But as you age, you do have to adjust. You just cannot do some of the things you did when you were younger, and you have to replace them with other things. For example, I used to ski a lot, jog, practice karate, ride a motorcycle, and Father Time has taken a toll on me, and I can't do those things safely anymore. So I've replaced them with other things. For example, I go to the pool every other day and try to walk a mile in the pool. And then on the alternate days, I'll go to the gym and I'll ride an exercise bike for a half hour and then lift some weights. What prompted me to do this is I stumbled on a video on dementia, and it was given by a doctor, and I learned something that I never knew before. The most important thing you can do to stave off dementia is exercise. And why is that? Well, when you exercise, you get the blood flowing through your brain. Playing bridge, computer games, websites, doing stuff with your mind is good, but exercise is paramount. So that's something that I really never knew before, and I'm really glad I learned it. Now another thing that's happened to me as I've aged, and it's rather distressing, is I found that I can no longer touch my toes. I can go down comfortably about 10 inches from the floor. So what I've done is I've come up with an experiment, and I call it progressive stretching. So what I've done is I've taken a stack of tile. Each tile is 3/10 of an inch thick. I've taken 36 tile, which makes a stack of about 10 inches. And I reach down comfortably and touch the 10-inch stack, count to 20, come up and count to 20 again, and then repeat that 5 times. I do 5 repetitions for a set, and I'll do 5 sets a day. Now what I've been doing is, as I'm on it for, let's say, 3-4 days, and I start to feel comfortable at that level, I remove a tile. Now I've been on this experiment now for 48 days, and so far I've taken off 16 of the 32 original tile. And I'm about halfway there, and I'm optimistic that this is going to work, and someday I will be able to touch my toes. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about attitude too. Now, I turned 85, and at 85, I'm thankful for each day. Each day is a gift. I've kind of tried to learn not to complain about petty things. For example, before we moved to Florida, one Sunday, I went in the basement to get something, and a hot water heater had burst. And there was water all over the floor. It was a mess. And I knew that it was going to be a $500, $1,000 bill to fix the thing. And the John of old would have probably flown into a rage and started cussing and swearing and ranting and raving. What I did is I looked at that and I said, well, if that's the most important thing that happens, or worst thing that happens today, it's a pretty good day. Because as we found out, one visit to the doctor can change your life. So, you know, try to look on the positive side of things. There's a lot worse things that can happen than a hot water heater bursts. Now, I've got a kind of a pet peeve. If I'm walking somewhere and I make contact with someone coming towards me, I'll say hello and I'll try to give them a smile. Now, sometimes I'll get a smile back, and sometimes I'll get a scowl or a frown, and I really feel sorry for those people. I just want to stress that try to be cheerful and friendly. Now, a person asked me, they said, John, how can you tell when you're getting old? And I said, well, there's 3 things. Number 1, people keep opening doors for you. Number 2, they call you sir. And number 3, you check your shirt before you go out. That's kind of a joke, but that is the truth. One other thing too is I like to say that I'm in the metallic age. I've got silver in my hair, gold in my teeth, and lead in my butt. But anyways, that's it for today, folks. Have a great day, and we'll see you down the trail.